wrestling fans? What's going on? It's Black Couch Booking here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe most importantly. And if you're old to the channel, please like this video so I can reach that algorithm, so I can reach more wrestling fans. I want to connect with you guys, so please comment down below in the comment section. Thank you for the love and support thus far. We're on the road to that 3K subs. Let's get it, man. Let's go. So anyway, Money in the Bank, man. You know, I like Money in the Bank, not gonna lie. I mean, I do campaign for the Money in the Bank ladder matches just to occur at WrestleMania. Like, one could be night one could be night two. I don't think we need a whole premium live event. I want to get back to the No Mercies, No Way Out, Judgment Day, Armageddon. We're starting to get back to that with Bad Blood coming in October, which I'm very excited for. But anyway, man, let's get right into the review. Looking forward to this, and let's go. So I got some notes for y'all. I got some notes. The first match was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and from there I already knew kind of what was going to happen based off the placement of the matches. But let's get right into it. So first things first, man. Jey Uso, LA Knight, Aura. Jey Uso, LA Knight, Aura, straight Aura. Both of those entrances fire. The crowd was, involved. That's probably the loudest the crowd got that night, which is very surprising because they didn't get loud for a lot of other things that I'm going to talk about, but they got really loud for Jey Uso and LA Knight. And they dissed my boy Andrade. No reaction, no cheers at all. If you're a wrestling fan, you know who Andrade is. You don't gotta go crazy and go berserk. I don't like his new theme music, so I understand. But they did my boy dirty. My boy got the least reaction, for his entrance, but luckily that changes as the match progresses. Man, Carmelo Hayes, that's the A-Train of the WWE. If you guys watch The Boys, that's A-Train right there, man. He got that like same. When I look at Carmelo Hayes, I'm like, not even because they look similar, I'm like, yo, that's the A-Train of the WWE. When that face turn happens, eventually down the line is gonna be amazing because Carmelo Hayes has a lot of talent, and I was still wishy-washy on Carmelo Hayes on the main roster, but I think he's gonna do just fine. And like I said, Andrade, no cheers, but all of the spots that Andrade did in that match, straight cheers, straight gas, straight fire. Like, people got to stop playing with Andrade. Andrade is my favorite superstar, and, I'm going to stick with him through thick and thin, and I really think he deserves the opportunity to do something great. But obviously, I kind of knew the outcome of this match. It was a good match. It was some great spots in this match, and I want these guys to be careful because even though, they're selling the moves, some of the moves look like they might have actually hurt, but Drew McIntyre got the win. And once I seen that Drew McIntyre got the win, I knew what was gonna happen. But I'm kind of going back and forth with how I knew I had a feeling Drew McIntyre was gonna win, but I was like, I think this opportunity really could have went to someone else who could have cashed in later on down the line. Like I said, I'd rather the Money in the Bank happen at WrestleMania, so it gives more opportunities for cash-ins at WrestleMania. I know it's supposed to be special, but it just makes logical sense. So shout out to Drew McIntyre, good win for him. But then we got another guy who I really like, who I think is the pillar of the future. We got Braun Breaker. I love I haven't really paid attention to his new theme song, but I love it. I like the entrance. I like the theme. It really matches his heel persona. But I think my issue is I don't really like the ring gear that he comes out with a lot. I mean, I understand why he's wearing that ring gear. It's an homage to his family and stuff like that. But I think a guy like a Braun Breaker could have that ring gear with just different colorways. And man, Dijak is gone, bro. Let's throw the leather jacket and shades on this guy with that gear. I think that will add to the character so much. Just this imposing figure coming out with the pink, the pink, the gear and stuff like that. I don't know if that's really for him, but I understand why he does it. It's an homage, and it looks good. But I mean, I just want to see him with some black and red and some, some gold, or it's just a little nitpick, but I think it would help enhance the character dramatically. But yeah, great match. I think Braun Breaker should have won. I mean, people know how I feel about Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn is a great worker. He puts on a great match. He's a great babyface to have, and this did happen in Canada, so him winning kind of makes sense, I suppose. But I think Braun Breaker should have that title. I think they're going to get a rematch, and then Braun's going to get it back. But I think Braun Breaker should be champion for sure. And we need to kick off the new era with the Braun Breakers, the Austin Theories, the Grayson Wallers, the Carmelo Hayes. I think we need to start kicking that into overdrive a little bit. Great match, but Braun Breaker should have won. And like I said, then they showed the ad that Bad Blood is returning at, in October. Let's get rid of all these gimmicky pay-per-views. Listen, I like Elimination Chamber, and I don't mind Elimination Chamber, but I think we should just do New Year's Revolution and just do that. Or if you want to have Elimination Chamber around that spot so that we can like crown number one contenders and stuff like that, then let's just do No Way Out. And then it makes sense, because No Way Out at Elimination Chamber makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah. And then this segment got me. John Cena retiring. I knew this was gonna happen eventually. I didn't know he was gonna announce it. Having John Cena's last match be, WrestleMania, the next WrestleMania in Vegas is great. I would love to see John Cena and Randy Orton. I don't want John Cena to fight a younger guy and put the younger guy over. I know that's usually how it goes, but let's just have a good final match. Obviously, if Kurt Angle was around out, that would be great. But, I think Randy Orton should be, the number one suspect. And let's put Randy Orton in his prime heel era again. Saying let's go back to bald Randy just for this one time, so we can get John Cena versus Randy one more time. I would love Edge if Edge was still around as well. I think that would be a good retirement match. But it is what it is. So let's do John Cena versus Randy Orton, because I really can't think of anyone else that would make sense. I could see them doing Cena in Logan Paul. I really don't want that to happen, because I know Logan Paul's going to go over, but hopefully we could get something that we actually want. And we got Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. When Drew McIntyre won earlier in the night, I knew what was going to happen. Great match leading up to the events. Damian Priest kept looking at the ramp. Great storytelling. Damian Priest, shout out to you. And obviously Drew McIntyre cashed in, and CM Punk costed him. Now, this confirms, guys, I want you to stop holding out hope. AJ Lee is never coming back. This would have been a great time for AJ Lee to come back, even if not to cost Drew this match, just to cost him the Money in the Bank period. That would have been a great pop. Things would have been great. Still got a great pop with CM Punk, so I'm not mad at it. But, I don't like wasting the Money in the Bank, but I will let this slide, because this is actually part of a great story. I hate failed cash-ins, because it's like, how do you fail a cash-in? It's supposed to be guaranteed, bro. Like, you're cashing in when the person is most vulnerable. I hate failed cash-ins, but for the sake of the story, this actually makes logical sense to do. So, I'm happy, man. I'm happy with everything that's going on. And, I'm not even mad at it, bro. Shout out to Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. They're going to tear the house down. I thought CM Punk was going to, when he grabbed the championship belt, I thought he was going to actually let Drew McIntyre win so he could challenge for the championship belt. That would have been an even cooler story, but we still have something to do with Damian Priest, which I'm starting to think, if for some reason Gunther loses at SummerSlam, we're going to get Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Or Finn Balor's going to cost Damian Priest at SummerSlam inadvertently or on purpose. But Finn Balor might be the ultimate mastermind. I like that backstage segment when Finn Balor was like, okay, boss, whatever you want. I know it's coming, and I can't wait to see it, man. Shout out to Finn Balor, man. I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see it. Let's go. And I like the storyline with Damian Priest trying to prove himself, and every time he wins, he always feel like it's because of some BS, somebody interfered or didn't go the way he wanted. I like the emotion he's showing. Damian Priest is proving a lot of people wrong. He's doing all right with this run. It's just when he talks sometime, it's like he's trying to remember the script, or he needs to like be more fluid, be more, loosey goosey. But you're the champion. It's a lot of pressure on you. And, Damian Priest, man, he's doing good for his run, man. Shout out to Damian Priest. I was hard on him, said he had no aura. But, I think he needs to change his ring gear and get rid of the braids or something. I don't know. But, good story. But, Punk versus Rollins might be the real story here, man. Seth Rollins has hated CM Punk for so long. When he came back to Survivor Series, he took Seth Rollins' moment. And I think we're going to get a triple threat. Or CM Punk versus Seth Rollins is going to be the actual final story. We're going to get thrown for a swerve. Because, man, I'm telling you, I want to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, man. I want to see Drew McIntyre as well. But if we get a triple threat, that would be even crazier, guys. And then we had the women's Money in the Bank. Yo, man, I thought Zoe Stark gave away the match. I'm watching the entrance, and she looks very, like, teary-eyed and stuff like that. I'm like, I hope Zoe Stark isn't giving away the finish, because Liv Morgan did this years ago in her Money in the Bank ladder match. She was, like, very emotional, and then she was emotional with the cash in, so I knew she was going to win both. But I thought Zoe Stark gave this away because she looked up at the ladder, and I'm like, is she like crying? But no, maybe she was just happy to be in the moment and stuff like that, happy to put on for the fans. And I really want Zoe Stark to get over. I have a lot of faith in Zoe Stark. Don't ask me why. I have more faith in Zoe Stark than Lyra Valkyria. I do not like her. I like her. She can wrestle. Her in-ring ability, I don't know if I don't like the gimmick, if I don't like how she's being pushed so much. It's just something about her that I'm not very comfortable with. But I think Zoe Stark can do something. You just gotta give her the right direction, and she's very good. That one spot in this match though, when she did did she do a corkscrew off the ropes into the ladder? And was Naomi laying down? I don't remember who was laying down. Oh, Tiffany Stratton. She hit her head on the ladder. I thought she was concussed. Thankfully, I guess she was all right. I was really worried, man. There's a lot of spots in here that the women, I was like, yo, you're hitting your head against the ladder. You're banging your head. So like, they gotta be more careful with that. But, Io Sky, Aura. Damn, I was very hard on Io Sky as the champion. But when she came out, man, I got chills. I'm like, damn, Io Sky is great, man. She deserves better. Cool spot, Naomi with the two ladders doing a split. Naomi always gets very cool spots in every match. So shout out to Naomi for being super duper athletic. Tiffany Stratton, hella over. I did at one point think that they were gonna let Zoe Stark get the W, and Chelsea Green is super over, mega hot right now. I think Chelsea Green would have been the right choice to make, but I see the vision. Tiffany Stratton wins Money in the Bank. She's either gonna cash in on Nia Jax, or because I think Nia Jax is gonna beat Bayley. But if Bayley were to win for some reason, Tiffany Stratton is gonna cash in on Bayley. Or we can do Tiffany Stratton cashing in on Nia Jax, which makes Tiffany Stratton a baby face by default, I think. So I think they might go in that direction as well, which isn't a bad direction to go in, because she already has the fans. So if you want to make her a baby face, you can do it that way. I just don't know how baby face works with that character in particular. But we'll figure it out. You can sell pink Money in the Bank briefcases. It's a good merchandising tactic, blah, blah, blah. And last but not least, the main event, the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. I like Solo Sikoa's Bloodline. He was in the background for Roman Reigns and the Usos, and he wasn't talking. Now he has a chance to do something. Even if you don't like it, it's good for him and his development and his growth. And you know what? It's cringe. He has no aura. Come on, guys. All of a sudden, he throws a suit on, he has no aura. But he had aura when he had a black towel over his head like he was Taz and he wasn't saying shit. Like, come on, man. I like Solo Sikoa, man. I think he's going to be a good mid-card guy in the future. I can't see him as world champion. But if they were to go all in and have him take the world championship from Cody Rhodes, then Roman Reigns take it from Solo, that would be crazy. I don't think it's going to happen. But hey, you never know. Jacob Fatu is going to be that guy, though. Jacob Fatu is going to be that guy. The skinny Umaga, if you will. I think Jacob Fatu is gonna be a problem. I like what I've seen, man. I like it. I even like the first when he interacted with Randy Orton. I like the first no sell because it's showing like, oh yeah, this is the werewolf for real. I like the first no sell. I hate no sells. That was a good no sell and it was appropriate. So I like that. Great win for the Bloodline. Great match. Don't know how I feel about it being the main event. Obviously, it has to, but it didn't have to. If Roman Reigns or Paul Heyman or Jimmy Uso was coming back, main event worthy. But this could have been before the women's, or it could. I get it. I get the spot. I get the placement. Never mind. I'm not gonna complain about it. But good win for the Bloodline. Happy that they won. They need to keep winning because it makes a reason for why Roman Reigns needs to come back. If they would have lost this match and been losing other matches, it's like, okay, these guys are losers. They suck. They lose. So why does Roman got to come back to face some losers just to get his spot back? They suck. Cody Rhodes and the gang could just take him out. So overall, Money in the Bank was cool, man. I had a good time. I'll definitely give like an 8 out of 10 for sure. I had a great time. I'm not mad at the results at all. Like I said, I think Chelsea Green winning would have blew the roof off, but I mean, people were still happy with Tiffany Stratton winning as well, so you can't really complain about something like that. So I'll take it, man. But if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the love and support, and we're going to drop more videos. Let's go.